What is going on, everybody? Oh, I'm not even on the screen. Huh, look at that. That's silliness. Cha-cha! Hang on, I gotta actually like turn myself on now. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. See, it's even funnier because I'm not on camera right now. There I am. Hi, everybody. Hi, 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 hi. All right, so let me get this light on. There we go. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and pop out some chats here. So back to some Zomboid today, working on our survivalist playthrough. I'm going to be evolving it and I'm going to be farming. I don't necessarily like the location we're at. I've been playing with it a little bit and I'm running kind of a consecutive save file on my laptop when I play in the evenings, whenever I have some free time or something like that. And so I've set my base up in the same spot, and I'm not a fan. Like, the longer I sit in the spot, I'm just like, it's kind of dumb, you know? And so I think we might be moving today, which is funny because I just like loaded up a ton of food and all this other stuff. And so, oh well, not a big deal. All right, so we got one YouTube done to the other YouTube feed now. The other YouTube feed done. Done, close, minimize, click. All right, and so here we are. Check my audio real fast. Okay, so here's the world. Damn, it's a sweet world. Whew. My hatchet's gonna break soon. I don't like that. But yeah, I think what I was doing was getting seeds. Is that what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm actually out here doing. Okay. All right, no worries. Now the actual question is did I bring a car? Where am I? What year is it? Okay, so I'm just right beneath my camp here. You see my camp? It's my camp. But I'm thinking about moving over this way, a little bit further out of the city. And so let's head on back up to our house. Attach this to our belt. Right. Okay. What? Dude, you're weak. What was his name? Mason? It's like Mason Sledge or something like that, right? Yeah, Mason Sledge. Survived for 7 days, 4 hours. I've only killed 162 zombies, though. All right, so I'm gonna move camp today. I have a lot of stuff to move because it's a camp. It's not like a house, you know. So let's get back over to camp, and then first things first, we need to like find the new location because I need a water source. I'm not bothering putting power in. I have 0 plumbing, but I'm also tired, so I don't know how effective this is going to be right now. But anyway, this is camp right here. Just kind of where I've been throwing everything about. Oh, that's what I was looking for. I was out looking for a bucket. Because if I can find a bucket, I finally have enough stuff to make the fire pit that I need. All right, so onward. Got to keep it moving. We're tired. We're finally out of breath. Hey, Jacob. Good to see you. Actually, I need to check a few things because it's been a while since I've dove into this character. Whew, my stats all suck. I think I have a key to that car too. I don't need to take a car. I really don't. Right now, I'm just kind of scouting things out, and I have an idea of something I can do to make this a little bit easier on myself. Why am I carrying these twigs? Okay. All right, so let's fill up the canteen, and then we are off. And I know I'm out of breath. I'm out of shape, and so I'm in the process of getting back into shape, and I'm using running to make that happen. Hey, thanks for the sub. Appreciate that. Mighty kind. All right, so we got a tent now. I'm bringing a spare tent with me. And then we'll fill up our water canteen. Okay. So what I'm thinking is over here. There's this really heavily wooded area over back this way. Good jump, dude. And it's further away from town, but it's not going to be the most accessible. And I'm going to have to do a lot of clearing to make it happen. But I'm thinking that this is going to be my new camp. I also want to see how far away. Yeah, see, I got houses like right on the edge of the river here. I almost think we're going to need to go past the houses. I might sleep inside tonight. So I think like one of 2 times I've slept inside on this playthrough. I see you guys. Oh, crap. Okay, so these houses are very... This is too sketchy. For my current stats, this is way too sketchy. Yeah, we gotta bail. Gotta be smart about this. I can't risk losing the wizard hat. I don't think I brought any food, but I got caffeine pills. All right, so it does not appear to be a good idea. Oops. Oops. Sometimes I wish they didn't put the Q button right there, or the yell button on the Q key, but whatever. All right, so we'll get rid of our over encumbrance. All right, well, I do want to scout out a new spot for a base. I'm not like the spot that I have is good, but there's not like a lot of open ground, and I'm at the point where I need to start planting crops and stuff like that. Or I'm getting there. I'm actually about 2 weeks away from when I need to plant like August crops because I need winter food. But then I got to get all the preservation supplies. There's just so much that I got to do. So anyway, the idea is to go find a new camp. Jacob, this is Project Zomboid, one of the most robust zombie simulators that has ever been made. Whee! All right, so let's go find ourselves. You know what? It's still possible that that could be viable. I want to stay close to that river. I need to stay over by a water source. And so if I... Yeah. There we go. Wow. I was kind of curious about how far back this neighborhood would go. Because, like, I used to kind of camp over in this area. The pier is kind of nice there. All right, this car does not off-road well. So we have to kind of move this way. The pier is kind of nice. This neighborhood's way too chaotic, though. If I'm going to move in here, like, we're going to have to do so much clearing. This is the church over here. Yep. All right, so that's not a good spot. Probably shouldn't have ditched my tent if I'm going to be doing this. Hello. This is kind of fun. Let's go over this way and find where the river is. Because I can just sleep in the car and pray. Yeah, this thing is not moving off-road very well. I don't have any food on me, I don't think. And so that's like the one downside, but I could probably get out and find some food. Okay. So we got ourselves a little bit of woods here. It's only 2 p.m., 3 p.m. Man, this might actually be exactly what I'm looking for. Okay. Put this, pretend it's a steering wheel. That's where the car is. Yep. And then we're cutting through here. Let's go ahead and forage while we move. See if I can find some like food or anything like that to eat. I was filming content for a video that we're doing on Project Zomboid, like just some like tips and stuff like that. And as I was filming it, I was foraging and I found some mushrooms and I was just like, yeah, this is the best way to like test to see if something's going to hurt you. And I ate poisonous mushrooms. I felt really dumb about that. All right, so we need to find a new spot for camp. I mean, this is almost as good of a spot as any. Okay. All right. This will be our new camp. Let's go ahead and flag it. Right there. And then I can see the car, so let's go ahead and just get rid of this. All right, so we're only very tired. We can get back before it's ridiculously tired. So let's just head on back to the car real quick and then head back to our actual camp. Intriguing. Very intriguing. I like it. I like that spot. I think it'll work very well. And it's going to be so much cleaner than what we've been doing. What is this? A slug? A leech. I have no desire for a leech. No, thank you. All right, so off-roading sucks. There's a chance the car could stall. There's a chance tires could pop. It's just not fun. But either way, we found our new camp spot. Getting to it's going to be a pain. Leaving it's also going to be a bigger pain. I really kind of want to find some preservation supplies before we go. Because like finding pickled food, because getting in and out of this is not going to be fun. And I just kind of don't want to deal with that. Oh, that's a good spot. The junkyard. That is a great spot in Riverside. Oh yeah. It's one of the I like spots like that on the outskirts and things like that. It has a little bit of issue in terms of like resource gathering because you'll clear that area out pretty quickly, but still. Couldn't I just get a boat and sleep in the ocean? If there were boats in this game, that would be probably a viable strategy. All right, I'm too tired to keep working here. Let's head back to the camp. All right, so this car I cannot go off-roading with because it's garbage. So let's go ahead and get out and we'll run to camp here, which is probably for the best. I don't want to be bringing a car back here all the time. I have so much crap to move. See, like I like my little camp. Like it's a nice little camp that I have set up here, but it's still it's too exposed. There's just too much crap everywhere. And I have to like make sure that I'm safe before I use it. All right, so I am very tired, but I'm not ridiculously tired, which means that we can spend a little bit of time packing up. Go ahead and just take care of the food here. Where am I going to have a base? So I'm doing a survivalist playthrough, which I haven't really done that much in this game. There's not really that incentive to do survivalist stuff, but I've always wanted to try it. And so what I'm doing is this is currently where my camp is over here next to the police station, firehouse, and the river guard. And so what I'm doing is I'm going to move all the way over to here, out of the city, and then basically create a self-sufficient base. That's at least the name of the game, or the goal. But I have so much crap that I need to move. Like I think all of these things are pretty much full with food, with tools, with something. So yeah. All right. Well, let's at least thin some stuff down. We need some fuel here, but we'll go ahead and grab ourselves. I'm gonna make myself a soup real fast just to get rid of some of this food we have. So we'll go ahead and destroy this log for fuel. Oh, am I ridiculously tired now? This actually, we might have to wait on it. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wait on lighting this fire. 2 seconds, I just need to respond back to a text message. Okay, sorry about that. Joys of using talk to text. All right, so we're in pain. Why am I in pain? I have neck pain, probably from sleeping on the ground. I'm the same way though, Brie. Like I am the exact same way when it comes to this stuff. It's just I don't know. I always feel like I could be doing a little bit more. Send me an email. You did it, and I'll send them an email telling them. Okay, not a problem. All right, so I'm looking for twigs or like something else to light this with. Could I use grass clippings? I doubt it's gonna let me use grass clippings, but let's see. Nope. All right, let's waste a rag. Sorry. It's my business partner. He's asking me to knock something out for him real quick. The auto place is good enough. I like restaurants. Those are my favorite places to set up. That's kind of the best thing in my opinion. But all right, so we got this. Do I have pots? I thought I had cooking pots. I feel like I should have a cooking pot. I have a frying pan. Why don't I have a cooking pot? Am I not like trying to catch rainwater in a pot? It's kind of bizarre. All right, well, no worries. We can at least cook something else up. What do we have? What do we have? We have, man, I don't have much canned food. I have a bunch of candy. That's that's a good one. My favorite base location is actually having a large garage. That's kind of almost necessary. But my favorite space is Jenny's Table in Rosewood. Absolute best spot. Debating what to cook. I actually think I have more. Those are probably my two favorite cities in this whole game. Man, I have like no good food to cook out in a frying pan. It's not going to be effective. All right, well, no worries. Let's go ahead and just eat these peanut butter packs and some lollipops. Candy breakfast. Let's do it. Eat a whole lollipop in like 5 seconds. That's how we do it in this game. All right, so what I need to do is go find preservation supplies, which you find at like survivalist stores, army surplus stores, and like grocery stores and stuff like that. And so it's going to be kind of fun. I want to leave behind the shovel. That can stay, but I need another weapon. I don't want to waste an axe. I haven't been that lucky about finding axes. And so, yeah. Man, seriously? I need to go on like a weapon run. I have like 0 good weapons and I don't want to waste that other hatchet. All right, no worries. I have this crowbar. So we'll go ahead and attach that. Should I wait till morning? Do I run mods? No, this is 100% vanilla. There's a few that I like, but I don't know. It's so much to keep up with like a new build and things like that. That would be pretty cool. That would definitely be really cool. I think there's a lot of improvements that they're still going to be making as things go on. And so who knows? Who knows what they're going to have in the future? That'd be really cool. Like a little hermit trait or something like that. So yeah, preservation supplies. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for like jars, vinegar, salt, that type of stuff. The best place with that would probably be at some of the markets here, and we've already cleared out most of them. And so we can go ahead and kind of be a little bit more bold with some of this stuff. definitely, I left a lot of stuff behind when I did the food run. I did the food run, I think, on the last stream. But I'm pretty sure we got like everything that wouldn't be perishable. I didn't bother checking the back room here because there's a zombie in the door. So let's go ahead and do that. Burr. Love that sting. She's been like there for I think 2 days straight trying to get through that door. She just hasn't been able to. And so I don't know, it's just funny to me. All right, so it doesn't look like we're gonna find any canning supplies. And the funny thing is this door is broken right here. And so like she could have easily just gone through that. All right, I see more canned goods on a shelf here. Oh no! Man, I need to see if I actually got hurt there. I think that was on my clothes, and so I'm okay. But still. No, I got a scratch. No worries. Luckily, it's just a scratch, right? Who cares? Oh, I had a sterilized bandage. That was a waste. I didn't need to disinfect that because I had a sterilized bandage. All right, got to put my aviators and my wizard hat back on. What's up, bro? Come on out of there. I was in a good amount of pain for that one. Wait, what's that? Oh, conspiracy theorist trait? That'd be fun. That actually would be kind of fun. This is a big basement down here. I hear one. That sucks that I can't see anything there. Okay, hang on. That worked. It's like super dark. I think I have a flashlight. Oh, there's the lights. Can't believe I couldn't see that. I'm intrigued by this little space here. Excuse me. I hear one and I'm thinking it's above me. Kind of makes the most sense. All right, nothing really important. All right, my guess is he's in here, so let's go ahead and just skip out. But to see all of those basements, that was really cool. I'm really interested in that. Oh, this is the hardware store. I doubt there's going to be any canning supplies here, but we're at least going to check. Why not, right? I've gotten pretty much every single thing that I need. So it's just kind of a matter of finding the supplies to preserve food. So that way I can start thinking about living to winter. Oh, hey. Corn and kale. Gotta read those. All right, so that's got nothing. No canning supplies here. And then next to it is the movie theater. And so that's what the very big basement over there is. Which, who knows, we might find the canning supplies that we're looking for. But yeah, I've already searched all of this. It's just if there's anything else down here. Fine, we'll go ahead and read these real fast. It's one of the first times that I've ever really had to like heavily focus on finding seeds and like doing the farming and stuff like that. And I haven't even like really started on it, but still they're in better shape than my current gloves. Oh, just because they're bloody. Okay, who cares? All right. Well, this really didn't provide us with anything. The movie theater is not gonna be fruitful for this. So let's go across the street. There's Nourish over there. I'm actually curious what this one will hold. Just a bunch of empty cans and stuff. That's not that helpful. Okay, whatever. All right, well, as I said, we're going to run across the street. There's a couple of things across the street that might, emphasis on might help us out here. But again, I've already cleared this out, so we'll see. Is this rotten? Yeah. Survived for over a week, so of course all the fresh food is going bad. Come on, I just want canning supplies. There we go. There's a canning supply. There's vinegar. We need vinegar, salt. But the big thing to find is just cans, jars. Not canning, preservation jars. That's what we're looking for. Man, nothing. I guess these were all the canned goods that I cleared out. Yeah, because we got like absolutely nothing here. I think there's somebody banging on the garage of this place. Let's go find out. Wow. There's a lot of them over there. All right, well. Oh, yeah, they're definitely at that garage. Let's just go check this back room here. Again, doubtful. But I also realized that I do need to get some kitchen supplies. I have like no baking and cooking stuff. There they are. I was gonna say I want to eat the strawberries. Stale cupcakes? Boo. All right, well, everything's gone rotten except for all the meat, but not too worried about the meat. All right, let's go dump all this stuff in the car real fast and then keep looking for more supplies. I guess we could go check the sports store. I'm not too optimistic about the sports store finding anything that I'm looking for. Like, I don't know. Just doesn't seem like it would be that practical. Give me those chocolate chips. I just want to eat those. All right, and everything else going here. I do have a firefighter jacket if I ever want to get a little bit more protection. But all right, so time for sport. I have not gone inside a time for sport yet. It's crazy. I'm actually really intrigued as to what we're going to find now. Got some military boots. Some more sheeting pads, bunch of other stuff. I've always kind of wanted to know how some of this stuff like really would help you against the zombies. I guess it's like just increasing your bite defense and stuff like that. Yeah, basic stuff, but nothing I'm that like gung-ho about. Excuse me. Thank you. Got an athletic cup if anybody needs it. Sneakers. Yeah, nothing. Nothing at all. All right, let's just check these real fast. Some metal bats. That's kind of nice, but not what I really need right now. All right. Well, that didn't have anything worthwhile in it. Should we go check the apartments upstairs? Houses are a good place to find preservation supplies. You're convinced sledgehammers don't exist? Do you know a really good place, Frito, to find sledgehammers? The train yards. If you go to like the train yard in Muldra, you'll probably find a sledgehammer or two there. That's probably the best location for them, because like you got to think practically about where stuff would exist in the real world, and if you think practically, you'll realize that train stations are where you're gonna find sledgehammers. Somebody's got to drive those pikes in. Spikes. Promise I know English. Oh, I'm looking for specifically. I'm looking for a cooking pot, so that way I can start making soup. Because I haven't found a cooking pot yet, apparently, which isn't that hard to find. So I'm kind of surprised I haven't found a cooking pot yet. We also got to talk about how terrible the looting has been today. Like, I have barely found anything. I mean, granted, I've already been in a lot of these locations before, but still. Hey, there's a cooking pot. Oh, I guess I could have emptied the other one that I just saw. Yeah, we'll grab this uncooked rotten rice. And then pour. There we go. And now we have an empty pot. Super cool. Also, hey, Frito. Good to see you. Again. You know, I have heard more car alarms, and so I think that's possible. But I don't have any like confirmation, just like my own anecdotal experience. I'm rocking a fanny pack already, right? Yep. Should put this bandage in here now. All right, let's head on downstairs and keep searching for preservation supplies. Furniture, no. I won't find any in a furniture store. I'm almost a little disappointed at not being able to find any in these locations. Hey, what's up going on? What's going on, Mano? Hope I said that right. I'm looking at some of these other locations to see what else might have it. There's a bookstore. I think that's a newer bookstore. I don't know if that was in the old 41. I haven't looted the pharmacy yet. The pharmacy is really intriguing to me. Jewelry store. Nah, whatever. We got a boutique, fashion stores. What am I looking for? I'm looking for preservation supplies because I've decided to move my camp. I like my location, but it's too close to everything. And so I'm looking for jars, salt, vinegar. Here we go, a farmer's market. This is what we've needed. Super dangerous to park right here and try to make this work. But we're gonna Tim gun it ourselves here. Whew. There's still a lot of them about. All right. In time like the present, we gotta start thinning. Man, this one is not swinging on multiples like a baseball bat or something like that. Dude, you should totally buy Project Zomboid. It is 100% worth it, in my opinion. Like 100% worth it. Oh, I do not like this crowbar as a weapon right now. I need, like, area of effect clearing. It's actually kind of nice to be knocking them out like this. All right, don't back up too far though. It is a very, very long learning curve. That's right, Frito. That's the best way of looking at Zomboid. Like, it's not a hard game, but once you know how to play it, horde clearing is never that easy. This is a little baby horde though. Out of breath. That's why this is taking a little bit, as I just hit that out of breath. Come on now. Whew. Okay. Got him. Just got this last one to take out. Is this a cop? No, they just have a knife in their arm. All right. Got it. Just a little paring knife. That's a nice backpack. No, it's not. It's just a small backpack. Okay. Yeah, with like nothing inside of it. All right. Hey, Legendary. Thank you very much. Appreciate the roses. Mighty kind of you. And thank you for the outfit compliment. I like the wizard hat too. We kind of lucked into finding it. Some random zombie was walking around with it. All right, so I am here to replace my water. I doubt we're going to find any preservation supplies inside of here, but I do not need to fill a pot. Yeah, I do not need to fill this pot. There we go. Okay, and then we're also going to hang out for just a couple minutes and replenish our stats. So let's just chill for a minute here. All right, while we're here, though, we might as well look for some more supplies. Take the canned goods. I feel so weird leaving all the fresh food behind, but it's like, it's what you do in this type of playthrough. All right. Some of this stuff we should put into our bag here. Oh, that'd be cool. I would really like to do that. We used to run a server of Project Zomboid. That was a lot of fun. That was definitely a lot of fun. I do need to go to like a factory or something like that, so that way I can find preservation supplies. Hey, Pickle. Good to see you. Let's sit down. Hey, we got chocolate cookies right here at this table. Yum, yum. Let's eat those. All right, so we're out of breath. Let's hang out until we're no longer out of breath. And then we're going to go across the street. Again, it's kind of like I'm praying that we're going to find what we need. But eventually we're going to start working our way over here. That's the yacht club. And I'm thinking that would be a good place. Sounds good, man. I appreciate that, Pickle. Mighty kind of you. Okay. So we got rid of the mood lit, but let's keep going slow so we don't have to gain it anytime soon. So we're going to skip past the donut shop. I want to head to the right here. There's like this farmer's market going on. It looks like there's a fair amount of zombies in here. But I don't know. The way I see it is if I'm going to find preservation supplies, I feel like this is where I'm going to find them. And so, let's see. Let's go ahead and just thin out these zombies. Happy Friday, though, to those of you who celebrate Friday. You have to say it that way because I know a lot of people work weekends and stuff like that. What's up, bro? Yeah, turn around. There's a wizard in town. How long does it take for a laceration to heal? It depends on where it is. So like neck lacerations take a long time. Arm and stuff like that, like body parts that you're using regularly, they take a long time to heal. But like stuff on your chest and stuff like that, maybe like a day or two. If you keep it disinfected too, or if you have it disinfected, it should heal a little bit faster as well. All right, so again, we're just looking for preservation supplies. That's the name of the game. A hot dog cart here. No, not really anything we need. What about in this burger stand? That cooler's kind of nice. I might take that cooler back with me. Yeah, must be a really deep one. You can also, with lacerations, find a suture kit, like needle and thread, or a sewing kit, or that type of thing. And you can just suture your own arm. And if you do that, it'll heal very, very quickly. And so that's definitely an option too. I got meats. Kind of appears that every single thing here is just like food. I'm getting that vibe that I'm not going to find like any actual supplies here. Yeah, because it's a pie stand. This is all fresh produce, I'm guessing. Can I even? Yeah. So yeah, I got a bunch of like stale food. Damn. All right, well, let's head on over to the yacht club, the boating club, and see if we can have better results there. My engine quality is getting kind of low on this truck, so I'm hoping it turns over. Yep, cool. Oh, suture yourself? Yeah, wait till you get like a laceration on your foot and you have to limp around for a week. You try to find ways to speed that process up, and suturing your own wounds is probably the best way to do that. All right, so the yacht club has an entrance on the back that I typically go to. The front entrance is kind of a pain. And I guess it's just a boating club, but still. Have I already been through here? If that's open, I'm thinking I might have already been. Oh, wait, no, that's just the front entrance. Okay, never mind. I feel dumb. Nothing? Really? Okay, fine. We're going to eat this orange, though. Dude, seriously? Kind of wish that I brought an axe. Hey, Westons. How you doing? I hear a second one somewhere. I feel like, yep, there's more coming. I've been playing this for a couple weeks now. I'm curious what you've seen me play other than this. I guess that's not true. Yeah, I guess there have been some other ones I've been playing lately. Oh my god. Like, I know I let a few of them over here, but like, I wasn't expecting it to be this many. Stay down. Okay. Is that a cop? No, just wearing dark clothes. Okay, well, we got a bad smell, so let's go ahead and get inside. It brings you back to your childhood. What kind of childhood did you have? Not trying to judge or anything like that, but man, it's an interesting game to make you nostalgic. Oh man, hang on, I need to turn this fan on. It's hot. Did I just hear a gunshot? I think I just heard a gunshot. That's probably not that good. Take our bandage off of our arm here. Crack that dome. There we go. More about the graphics? I get you. I get that entirely. That makes a lot of sense. So there typically is this like storage shed on the back of this, but they replaced it with this swimming pool. So I'm going to find the storage. My guess is it's where this garage is. It's kind of what I'm thinking. There's also a basement here too. Is it right here? That one's locked. I think there's a zombie behind, yeah, this tree here. Let's take care of this first. Cool. All right, we'll hang out and sit for a minute. Let our hope one of these guys doesn't like just pop through the hedges. That would suck. I hear them, but I can't see them. So we'll see. I love the new swimming pools and stuff. I think that's a really cool update. All right, it sounds like they're on the garage door. And so let's see if we can kind of move around a little bit, make some things happen. That's not that great. It's the only one that we can get into is the bathroom. Let's just try to pop this one then. Like, dude. Yeah, I can see the garage shaking over there. All right, to the basement. Okay, little gym down here. So I'm looking for like storage rooms, the kitchen, that type of thing to find these preservation supplies. There we go. Here's something that, it's all sport stuff. You know what? Forget it. As much as I love the crowbar, I need a different weapon. And this metal bat seems like a great weapon. Yeah, put that back in the duffel bag and this bandage back in the fanny pack. Okay, so we're safe for a second here at least. Just got a little drowsy. I'm going to take one of my caffeine pills. Keep the drowsiness off. Is that the last one? I think that might have been the last pill I have. No, we got maybe a few left. All right, so let's hang out for just a minute here. Catch our breath. There we go. Got work to do. A little cleaning room. Really? Look at this like little glitch here. I like it. Cabinet through something. All right. Random door. Like it. Another like laundry storage room. Toolbox with nothing in it. Okay. It's cooked jalapeno in there, which I think is kind of weird. Locker room. Interesting. I guess this is for the employees. I doubt we're going to find like the preservation supplies that I want in here, but we can still at least look to see if there's any like crazy unique loot. Nope. And all these are just bathroom stalls. Okay. All right. Could check the woman's bathroom, but what's the point? Let's get back upstairs. We got a yacht club to search. All right, so this is the kitchen. This is one of the main places I want to check. Some fresh potatoes there. That's kind of nice. Another empty pot. The roasting pan's cool, but we're not going to be... I don't have an oven, and I'm not going to. Nope. Not looking like we're going to find any of those supplies here. So we got here. Nothing that we want. Preservation items. Think about pickling supplies. So how do you pickle something? You need vinegar. You need jars. You need vinegar. You need salt. That type of thing. And so here you can actually, if you go to the crafting menu, I got to be careful because they're right at that garage there. And I just go to jar. You can do make jar preserve food. And so handy knife, water, jar, jar lid, the vegetable or whatever, and then the vinegar and then salt. And so it's a lot of stuff, but you kind of have to find a lot of supplies to preserve food. But if the goal is keeping things going for as long as possible and be self-sufficient, I'm going to need to preserve food during winter. And so I'm already having to think about preserving food in winter, and it's July 17th right now. All right. Whatever we do here, this could be the end for us. Let's find out. Just 2? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. I was kind of expecting more. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. How many vegetables go in each jar? I think 6. It might vary per vegetable, but I want to say it's 6. Man, got like something caught in my throat. Aw, there's a dog named Chocolate. But it is hard to find all of the supplies. If I went to like a military surplus place or like a survivalist place, I'd be able to find them pretty easily. But I don't think there's one of those in Riverside here. And so I'm kind of just checking the places that like might have them, you know, like restaurants, the boating club, etc. Like I have not even brought back like any alcohol or anything like that. Actually, I haven't even seen alcohol in Build 42. Like you used to be able to find like whiskey and stuff like that and pour that to disinfect wounds. And now that I think about it, like even going up to a bar just now, found no alcohol. Nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. All right, well, I'm thinking that the boating club is a boating bust. Got a little library here. I thought that was a one-hit kill. Stay down. Stay down. Cool. It looks like there's a 3rd floor to this place now, so let's go ahead and just keep on keeping on and see what we can find. Found it. I said I did not know if there is a military surplus. And thanks for that share, 1457. Appreciate that. Mighty kind of you. I wish I knew. It'd be kind of cool. All right, well, we're on top of the boating club. That doesn't really help us with anything, but all right, so there's no real 3rd floor. Just more of an aesthetic 3rd floor. And it really kind of looks like there's nothing really of interest for me. The library might have some books or something, but like, what's the point? You know what I mean? Like, I have all the level 1 books back at the camp. And if I'm moving camps, then I'm just looking for supplies and moving on. I wish there was a military surplus here. That would make things a lot easier. Any kind of like survivalist shop would be kind of nice. All right, well, that had absolutely nothing worthwhile at it. What's purple? Medical? It's like a hospital. That's the school. I can't remember what building that is. I do want to start thinking about moving everything over on the camp. Debating if there's anywhere else I want to check before I start like trying to move back onto the camp. Let's check these two buildings. I can't remember what they are. And so it kind of just makes sense to check those buildings to see if it's anything. You're way too easily scared, Nelson. How come I'm changing locations? As much as I like my current camp, I need more space because I'm running kind of a dual playthrough of the same location in like just solo game that I'm playing in my downtime. And that space, when you start farming, you run out of space very quickly. And so I'm going to a spot that has a lot more going on. And I hope it's going to be a lot better. Perfect Barker pet supplies. So we got a Candyland, we got a candy store, pet supply store. I don't know what that is actually. All right, we got to check out these. We got a photo. Oh, okay. It's a Photo Express, a record store, and a restaurant. All right. Not worth the headache. Talk about the nick of time, right? Oops, oops, oops. Didn't mean to run you over. Actually, I legitimately didn't. All right, so this is the other blue building that I cannot remember what it is. Oh, you know, Gigamart. If there is anywhere else, okay, it's a church. Yeah, it's a church. All right, forget the church. We are going across the street. Whoa. I didn't realize that we're still like hoarding over here. Heading back up this way. We're gonna go into Gigamart. Yeah. We're doing Gigamart. I don't think I've actually gone into Gigamart. I think I've gone into a couple of, like I might have popped into like one of the rooms. But I do not think that I've actually gone into Gigamart. Should not be wasting a metal bat like this, like hitting them on the ground like that, but I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. I saw you. Those are the ones that get you. The ones where like you're moving around an edge and they just come around the corner. Those are the ones that get you if you don't catch them fast enough. Also the floor ones that trip you up on the ground, like that guy coming in. If you don't move and stay out of their way, they are brutal. They'll trip you and just knock you down, and then all of the others can swarm around you. A little hungry, it looks like. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to like keep them isolated because there's a whole horde back there in the parking lot. So I need to kind of take my time with this and loop them around a bit. Plus, I just hit out of breath. It'd be super cool if one of them would die. Like that. That's another one. See? I hear another one behind me too. My God, dude. It's like that's how sometimes clearing hordes goes. Like you'll just go at it for a long time, and then just like a few more will pop up behind you. I think there's more coming in. Yep. My God. Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, granted, I have a lot of negative moodlets on me right now. Oh, that's not cool. There's the helicopter event. That's not fun. Like, that actually makes things really terrible on me. All right, come on. We have to bail. Like, we have to go. I can't deal with the helicopter event and everything else. What, wait for the helicopter event to change? Oh, I'm not even like bailing on this location. You just got to get creative, man. Like, you just got to get creative. Just went to the other side of the building. So there's a chance they might cross through the building, depending on where the helicopter is. Because, yeah, you see they're over on that glass over there. But as long as we kind of keep our head down, hopefully we'll be okay. Hopefully. So I'm going to keep looting, because I got enough food here to take care of a couple of these moodlets, but I'm officially very tired, so I got to be very careful. But yeah, got all this food here. I think I just heard them break through the windows. Can I see through this? Yeah, so they're like right there. All right, well, we got to wait out the helicopter event, so I might have to sleep on the floor here. Which is fine. It's not like the end of the world to have to do this. Oh. And it just set off an alarm wherever that alarm was. There we go. We got company. I see it. I'm really not happy about what's happening right now. This is by far one of the diciest situations I've ever been put in inside of this playthrough so far. I'm debating on what to do because my exit might be blocked right now. And it doesn't even look like I'm finding any of the supplies back here that we need. But there's a good chance we might find some more up there. I hear all the glass shattering outside. Let's drop these. So the helicopter might be going away. Okay, I hear the helicopter going away. I am not strong enough to do anything right now. We got him in over there. I hear it still. Jesus. Oh, I could have gone through that door. Whoops. Well, hopefully they don't find this back door. That'd be cool. A plane crash event? I have not heard of one personally, but that would definitely be a cool one. All right, I have to find a place to sleep. It's a little dumb, but I have to go find a place to sleep. And then hopefully all of this nonsense will be done and I'm not dead in the morning. But let's see if we can find a couch. There's a couch. Not a big fan of it being inside of a glass room, but beggars cannot be choosers. All right, well, we got food in case we make it through the night, so everything will be fine there. Didn't find any preservation supplies, but this is the absolute worst time I've ever had the helicopter event in this game. All right. Fingers crossed, everyone. Like, just fingers crossed. Yeah, this is the Riverside Gigamart. Oh man, I'm hearing I'm bad. This could get bad. This could get really bad when I wake up. All right, get ready to fight. The helicopter's just there, apparently. Okay. We didn't die. I'm definitely agitated. All right, I need to get out of here. It's 3:30 in the morning. I need to get out of here. We're going to eat this pear and this apple and this yogurt. And then I'm going to try to get out of here. Man, of all the times for the helicopter event, I couldn't even like loot the Gigamart to look for the preservation stuff that we need. But you see it? You see the helicopter event in a full effect? It's insanity. But from my understanding, it just kind of shifts the hordes. So that way the game is, if you've cleared out the city, you basically have to clear it out again. But we need to see how bad the car is right now. That looks pretty bad down there, actually. Yeah. Yeah, it does. So I doubt that there's any purpose to this, but we're going to go up a level. So this is the roof. Stressed out, alarmed. Yeah, I would be alarmed too if I saw all this. Do I have anything that would calm you down? I don't. You can hear them banging on the garage too. There's like several of them there. All right, well, we got to make a move. We just can't like be on top of the Gigamart forever. I'm at my breaking point, so I do got to be very careful here with how I do this. But we need to get to that back lot and get back to our truck. I'm hoping the helicopter event is actually done. Okay, it looks like they're all over the floor right now. Yep. That's exactly what happened. Woke up from being too stressed right now. No, the beta blockers do. Taking beta blockers will prevent you from waking up stressed like that. God, there's like 10 of them there. Get in. Get in. Drive, drive, drive. My God, we made it out of there. Helicopter event and house alarm cannot stop us. Okay, and we finished the helicopter event, so plus on that. All right, I almost feel like we need to go on a little bit of an adventure before I can really have a go at moving the camp. I don't have enough supplies yet, which I know that sounds really weird because I have like 6 cases of food. Like food's great, but if I move the camp away from town and I can't get more supplies, then there's no point, right? And so that's kind of where my head's at. And so let's head back to camp. We're going to grab some food and one of my fire axes. And then we're going to head to the military surplus store, and I hope I remember how to get there. Like, I legitimately hope I remember to get there. Turn those headlights off. Oops. Honestly, we need to also check the vehicle mechanics here and see how terrible this truck is right now. Okay. I mean, it's not great. If we find another truck, we should take that truck. Dude, you're kidding me. My camp better not be infested. I would be so mad if my camp is infested. I don't see anybody else back here. It's almost 5, so it'll be bright pretty soon. Pretty much when we get back in the truck to head out. All right, I look like I'm all right. Hang on, I think I heard one. What debuffs does being stressed give the player? I honestly don't know. I know that it decreases your like attacking and stuff like that. I think that's one. That's who I was hearing. Okay. He's not on me right now, so whatever. All right, back at the camp, which probably is not the safest location in the world, we have discovered. We'll keep this metal baseball bat. Bandages. I'll put that in there. Can that fit? No, of course not. Can this fit? Nope. All right, empty pot. Drop that. Okay. So we are bringing Firefighter X with us. We only have 2 of these, so we got to be a little careful. But still, hey, Pickle, welcome back. All right, and then I need to bring some food with me, so we'll bring canned peas, and we'll bring really no more canned foods in there. Okay, no worries. We'll bring some peas and peaches. Got 5 cans of pineapples. Let's go. All right, that's all the food we're gonna bring. And then, baseball bat. You can go in there as a backup weapon. All right. Well, it looks like we're gonna need to eat one of these to limit stuff. Actually, we'll go ahead and drink this orange soda, and that'll be a good one to get our. There we go. I hear you. I don't want to deal with you, so let's go ahead and just take you out now. Squishy. Okay. And you know what? Let's toss all of the food that we're bringing with me into the satchel. No point in holding that into my main inventory here. Okay. All right. So I vaguely remember how to get to this location. It's kind of in the town of Lickskillet, which some people don't believe that's the actual name of this town, but it is. And so now I got to remember how to get there. I'm pretty sure that if I head south on Rock Ridge, it's the quickest way out of town. That kind of puts me in the right direction there. So that's where we're heading. I'm doing good, Pickle. Definitely doing good. It's a fun night. I go to my Pokemon League on Fridays. And so it's a night where I actually get to like play Pokemon, the TCG with people. It's a good night. I also like not having to like hide that. Like I like this boom because it is starting to like get people to be like, oh yeah, I play Pokemon too. Oh yeah, I collect Pokemon cards. Yeah. I like the boom. So Lickskillet is one of my favorite towns. Every time that we come here, I always tell the story about how we were running a Project Zomboid server just to take over the town of Lickskillet. And it worked. Worked really well. Took over the whole town. I want to do a farm. I was thinking about like doing a Stardew Valley type playthrough in Project Zomboid, where like I just take over a farm. All right, we got a building here. This looks like a factory. Hang on, we're gonna stop here. That's a lot of dudes. It's a big ol' building. Electromax Manufacturing. Probably not something I'm too worried about right now. It's a big parking lot for this place. What's this one? I don't know what this one is, but it has a back door and there's no zombies here. Let's find out. I mean, that's a lot of boxes. Missed. It's a biker. Gotta love the bikers. The Iron Rodents. What a great name for a biker gang. All right, we got planks and planks. We got some basic stuff. Get out of here, health. I don't need you. Lots of bleach and rat poison. Is this just a wood shop? Bunch of materials in here. Yeah. I'm only seeing materials in all of these boxes, so I'm not going to bother searching them all. You hear them? I have no idea where they are. They might be coming down those stairs. There they are. What's up, girl? What do you got in your leg? A screwdriver? It was. It was, in fact, a screwdriver. That was pretty cool. That was pretty fun. Fell out of nowhere. I gotta go see what's upstairs. All right, I can't hear him anymore. Ooh, hatchet. You're coming with me. Can finally actually search here. Okay. All right, well, it looks like that shelf is kind of the only thing that was worthwhile. Storage units to the left of this building. I might go check them out. Not opposed. I saw a shadow. I'm glad that it did the music sting because I couldn't see anything up there. So I'm kind of grateful for that. Cool. All right. I want to know how to use ladders because I feel like using ladders would be so much easier, but I don't think they've implemented it yet. Well, there's the other factory over there, but it seemed to have a lot going on over there. And storage units, they're always like 50-50. Sometimes they have good stuff in them, sometimes they're just a waste of time. There's really no like way to determine it except for just going and checking them out. And so I'm thinking we might, but yeah, this isn't worthwhile. All right, let's head out the back door again and get back in the car. Go to the other factory that's on the other side here and see if we can find anything. Oh, I should have stopped and got some water. Well, it looks like the other factory at least toned down a little bit. Looks like we got a couple of zombies moving, but they're not moving at me. I want to see what's in here first. Okay. Yeah, that was like 3 of them in there. Kind of don't want to deal with that. Well, that's nice. Nice of them to just do it like this. All right, what do you think? More materials? Hacksaw blades. Okay, metalworking materials. It looks like a bunch of tool handles and stuff. Which, I mean, pretty good stuff. Can't complain about it. Alright, so this is just a manufacturing shop. Let's find ourselves a sink so we can refill our water. And then it's time to get out of here. And if we need metalworking supplies, we know where to go. There's a sink. Ooh, this actually had some tools in it. Let's just dig through. Check the other side in just a sec. Always got to film twice, I feel like. But yeah, never mind. Some safety goggles. Alright, well, no point in wasting any more time. I could go check like the administrative offices, but like there would be absolutely nothing there. Oh, that sucks. That's the absolute worst. Alright, so get to our car. And then back on the road. Quick check on the map real fast. So we're only here. We didn't really get that far out of Riverside. Any rail yards are? The best one that I can think of, there's one to the right side, the east side of Muldra. That's the biggest one that I can think of. That, I mean, you're almost guaranteed to find a sledgehammer there. I couldn't tell you exactly how to get to Muldra. I don't remember any of the roads or anything like that. Auto shop. We don't need no stinking auto shops. Gas station. All right, whatever. We're heading this way. I was thinking that I should probably find another vehicle soon. This truck's nice, but could always be more. Mobile home park. There's the you store it. I think I'm going to skip the you store it for right now. There's 2 vans, though. Not good for off-roading, but good for storage and transporting an entire camp. Come on, give me a key. I mean, they left their purse behind. No key on the purse. No. Nothing. Hey, thanks for the subscribe. Appreciate you. M1 Cookie Monster. Probably should have gone to the driver's seat. I don't know why I didn't. Wow, it's a big van. All right, so this has a key in it, but there's absolutely no gas. There's a gas station down the road, but I don't feel like dealing with it. That's not nice. All right, onward. Don't appreciate them setting off an alarm while I was trying to do that. I think it was literally that house right next to me too, or whatever building that was. Oh, it was the manager's office of the mobile home park. Whew, gotta love Bill 42 driving. It'll get there. It'll get there. It's definitely laggy right now. Oh, right through that whole horde. I love it. I'm sad? Dude, don't be sad. I think I have antidepressants. I left my antidepressants at home. Don't be sad. We'll have to find a way to make you happy. Would finding an entire military surplus store make you happy, Nelson? It'd make me happy right now. But he's sad. Are you at the end of your rope too? No, you're just agitated. Hey, speaking of railroad tracks, found a railroad track. Might follow it for a minute, see if I can find a sledgehammer. Trying to remember where I'm going to. Which I feel like I might need to be going the other way. Maybe. keep going this way. If we follow the train track, we'll get to Bradenburg or Moldra, one of the two. It is, and if you look on the map, once you find one, you'll see what towns it connects to. And so this is the one that connects from Moldra to Bradenburg. And so if you just follow the train tracks, you're able to just get to whole cities too. Old school navigation tactics. I remember having to drive before GPS was invented. And so you either had to print out directions or you were using landmarks to find everything. Just like, oh yeah, find the big tree and turn right. Gotcha. Well, so far the train tracks are sticking with me, which is good. Whoa, slow it down. Because I want to see if that truck is available for retail purchase. And by retail purchase, I mean stealing it. Let's eat some pineapples. That actually looks like it's beat to hell. All right, let's go ahead and have some lunch. Actually, it's 9 a.m. Second breakfast. Really? This thing's locked? Trunk's at least locked. It's in terrible condition, so. Oh, I'm so glad I opened this thing. This is beautiful. First of all, we're going to eat this granola bar. Found a hiking backpack. That's why you got to stop at some of the unique cars. Like, always just have to stop at the unique cars. All right, move that to the floor. It's got a shells bandolier too. And go ahead and replace our duffel bag. Then ditch the can and the duffel bag, and then switch the duffel bag, that into the hiking backpack, please. Fantastic. Pretty overloaded, but whatever. All right, back to the car. Man, bunch of stuff in here. The shotgun's kind of nice. The rifle's kind of nice too, but ooh, the machete. We're gonna grab the machete. Keep the ammo though. You know, I could just load it into the truck. I almost feel like I have to. All right, fine. Ammo and shell bandolier, get into the duffel bag, please. Same thing with the rifle and the shotgun. Duffel bag. All right, and then equip that as the secondary, and let's get to our truck. Well, cool. That kind of made things be okay a little bit. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Hammer can go in the hiking backpack too. Still really over encumbered. I don't know. We'll figure that out soon. But cool. Glad we stopped at that truck. But I guess we're heading up to the town of Bradenburg. You know, I guess storage, if I was looking for preservation supplies, storage yards might actually be one of the better places to look. Oh, okay. Hang on. We got to make a left here. We're following the train track to get to Bradenburg. For sale. All right, keep it moving. Didn't see the sign at first. What's that? Warning, restricted area. Forget it. I'm not sad anymore, which is nice. Looks like I'm just tense and uncomfortable, which, I mean, that's just every single day of my life, so who cares? That looks like just an off-road spot. The double-lane highway doesn't make me too happy here. So the town that I was planning on going to that has it is like over here in this area. And so I don't know exactly if this is where we want to go. Let's make... Should we just ride the tracks? Hopefully this doesn't destroy the tires on this truck, because I don't want to lose this truck. But if we know that this goes straight to Bradenburg, we might as well. Or Brandenburg, whatever it is. Gotta be careful not to hit any trees. The lag in Build 42 when you're driving is kind of a pain, but you get used to it after like a day of having to deal with it. All right, come on. We're not that far from Brandenburg, if I remember correctly, but should be an easier way to find it, I'm hoping. All right, back to a highway here. Let's get on the road so that way we don't have to risk hurting our tires any. We'll just kind of keep turning away from it. I haven't really done that much at map exploration in this game. Usually I just set up a base in either like Riverside or Rosewood, but I've been getting this itch to actually like explore the map in extensive detail, and find like the best locations in all of Kentucky for this. All right, so it looks like we're entering into a city. I can see all this residential underneath us. And so it looks like we finally arrived at Bradenburg. I was debating staying on with the train tracks, but I figured we were like at the town. You see it over there? It's like popping up over there. Let's go ahead and turn it around here, because we're in this like, it looks like this is the edge of town. What is it? Brandenburg. I was wrong. Have I been to Louisville? Yes, I think like twice. We went to go clear out a bunch of the town one time, and it didn't go that well. And then another time I went to just kind of go explore it when I was in like the admin mode, and so like the zombies weren't really attacking me or anything like that. But all right, so this is the town. Let's go ahead and just drive through here. Right now it's just a bunch of trailers, which is not worth my time to stop at. But if we can find some stores or anything, you're not going to have a town without having some kind of commercial properties. I guess that's not always the case, but still. Man, there's a cop with a like shotgun on his back. Look at that really nice trailer. We're in the rich part of town, apparently. All right, hang on. Check the map. So it says Bright Valley Trailer Park, which tells me that we're not there yet and we need to hop back on the rails. This is Bright Valley. This is not Brandenburg, which means that Brandenburg is actually probably on that highway, and instead of that being the exit of town, that was the entrance to town. And so I'm going to be a little smarter here, and I'm going to head on back that way. Have to knock down a few of these guys in our way. I need to find a new truck while we're there, while we're in the town. I need to find a new truck or vehicle, something big, but this thing's taking too much damage for me to want to have it anymore. All right, let's get into the city. Sorry to both of you. More sorry to my truck than anything else. Let's be real. But all right, so that was the big sign that said, "Welcome to Brandenburg." This is looking more like a town. Lots of construction here. I don't know the layout of this town at all either. So I don't know where any of the shopping is. I don't know where any of the anything is. I don't even know like what the key buildings in this are. So we got a Chinese restaurant. Hello, new vehicle. Would love to make this state trooper car mine. Would absolutely love this to be mine. I don't see anything that resembles a key over here, though. All right, well, hopefully this cop was kind of hungry and they went in for a bite. That'd be pretty cool. I saw a couple cops a little further back. Oh, wait, no, that was in the trailer park. So that would not be helpful here. Scavenging around or foraging around just to see if I can see anything here. I don't want to break the window of it, but it would be really nice to get into that like brand new truck right there. All right, so it looks like this place has been ransacked. Like completely ransacked. No, you should be able to find one like in a container or something like that. It shouldn't be that that big of a deal. Okay. Well, not really finding anything worthwhile. So far, just a restaurant, which I mean is fine. Can't complain about finding anything. This town's interesting to me. I'm really intrigued by it. Do not break my window, lady. How dare you? Well, I don't see any cops coming. So I really don't know. Yeah, it's not looking likely that we're going to find this key. I wish I could hotwire. All right, let me just check these corpses to be safe. Keyring. I'll have to check that keyring in a sec. Nothing there. All right, let's check this keyring. That was intriguing to find. That actually might be it. That's kind of crazy if we just found it, but that might be it. All right, we don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that anymore, and we don't need that. There's the keyring. Let's see if this is it. I'd be super, super happy if this is it. Nope. Nope. Got a little too optimistic. Oh, well. We found a new bull driver key, so we'll keep our eyes open for another truck. That's kind of what it is. I'm pretty sure that is the whatever it is, the bull driver or whatever. And so if we just drive around, we'll eventually find it. Wow, there's a lot of them out. I was not expecting it to be like this. I got the raccoon. Sammy's? Is that a grocery store? Sorry. Didn't mean to hit that. Ton of them over here. I was not expecting this little tiny town to have like such an advanced population. All right, this kind of looks sketchy. Wow. Did you guys see that alley? I'm actually like super intrigued by this. Like I don't know the size of the city that we just drove into, but this might be up there with like Louisville. Well, I mean, it's definitely not Louisville because Louisville's the biggest. But like, wow, you see all these hordes coming through? And I do not have the anything right now. American Tire. Chicken restaurant down there. The buildings do look massive. That's why I'm sitting here saying that like this very well could be like just a massive city. that I'm just like not really ready for. There's a Gigamart. Liquor store. All right. Well, before I like screw myself over, let me check the map real fast. All right, so this is just a big part of the city. I see a blue building over here. I want to go over to that area. This might be where we're going to find what we're looking for, but this is just too insane. What's that? Grow Haven? That's a farming store. We need to go inside this one. This is kind of exactly what we're looking for. Is stores where we could find things for like growing your own food. Because that's really what preservation is. I mean, it's the end game of growing your own food. And so let's see what we can do. All right, so this is the back of the Gigamart, which is not necessarily where we want to be, but it's better than the alternatives. Ooh, they're like right at the front of the store. This is pretty brutal. All right, we're going to open this up. So it looks like we're going to need to hop the fence right where that like home garden is. Farming store. Look at that. That's exactly the key that we need. All right, let's have lunch. We're going to eat some canned peas. Not going to get blindsided. Okay. So now we have a key to the farming store. They're not all warehouses. They're all like this is a mall basically. And so that's kind of the best way of looking at it. Is this is just a giant mall. All right, I need to be smart. Get my hatchet out for a minute. I haven't found a light switch yet. But like you can see like it's a food court. We're in the food court and you can even hear the music of the mall. And so that's the location that we're in. It's a mall. I think that it even said promenade. It's like this promenade type setup. All right, let's flash the door. We look like we're all right. All right, well, this is the farming store that I wanted to check out. And we have a key, which was really nice to find. But this might be our best bet that we have found to find preservation supplies. I'm not the most optimistic because like I really want to find like a survivalist store or something like that. But you can also probably get all those plants. Best veggies to farm? Big stuff like potatoes and stuff like that. Like stuff that's going to really increase your health, your weight, that type of stuff. I'm like optimistic about this. But every single one that I go down, I'm like, this is not the type of supplies that we should be looking for. Or that we're looking for. Should be is kind of subjective. But yeah, nothing is Oh, I didn't like that. That was a bad sound. All right, well, there was absolutely nothing there, so let's go ahead and go through this door. See what's in the back. No, it looks like this is just all going to be farming supplies. Which, I mean, it's fine. Farming supplies are great. We need them. But we don't need them right now. I have all the farming supplies I could possibly need right now. All right, let's go into the actual mall for a little bit. All right, we're clear up to the light switch, so let's see what's going on. Oh, that was just the back hall there. All right, so it looks like this is a food court type deal. And then it's Gigamart over there. I could go check Gigamart. Kind of don't want to check Gigamart because of how many there are over here. Screw it. Let's leave. All right, so the farming store wasn't worthwhile. I don't know the city well enough to like know exactly my next move too. I know that sucks. That's my exit. So I do actually have to clear these ones. And go. This sucks. This is not fun. But yeah, I know exactly what I need to do. All right, this is going to suck. I left myself a quick escape, but I still have to get to said quick escape. All right, which way did I park? This way. And of course, there's zombies in front of my car. Is my windshield gone? Holy shit, I think my windshield's broken. I didn't realize that. That's not cool. Oh, dude. I stalled. I stalled on getting into my own truck. That's not cool. What's up, bro? Yeah, come at me for a sec. Slowly come at me. What's up? Sometimes you just gotta push them over. Okay. Start. Drive. That took 2 starts. That wasn't fun. All right. Well, damn. We really got to find a new car. This thing is not going to last long. Man, there's no way for us to get home without having a vehicle. So we really got to invest into a new car and find one. That looks like a school. So this is the blue building that was over there. Wow, that's a big blue building. Firehouse. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Looking for keys on the ground. I don't see any keys. I see an open door here and I don't like that. All right, enough's enough. Get down. Don't like wasting axes unnecessarily. It's like the only weapon that I really care about keeping safe is the axes. All right, so the reason why I want to stop at the firehouse is I am a little tired. And firehouses typically have places for you to sleep. Not to mention some updates on the weapons. You see all the firefighters right there? Gotta be very careful sneaking around in here. It's a car. Oh, one heard me. That means that they're all going to hear me. There's a bed. I've never actually seen them take down an entire like garage bay door. So I almost feel like I'm safe not having to worry about that right now. Why is there a holding cell here? I don't really like that. Ooh, 2 axes. That's kind of nice. All right, well, we know what to do in case this axe breaks on us, which it looks like we're still doing good on its condition. 3rd axe, 4th axe, 5th axe. Hell yeah, 6th axe, but that one's worn. All right, cool. Poof, they are really going at those now. They do not want me to live. Let's get upstairs and hopefully survive through a day. There might be 1 or 2 of them up here, but I'm hoping that those garage doors hold. See if we got a little food in here. Maybe not on the food. Wait, okay, we got a little bit. And then I do have my canned foods that I brought with me. All right, let's head over here, see what kind of beds we got. None, because this is a locker room upstairs. Oh, wait, I think I see bunk beds. Let's go find out. Yep. All right, that's where we're going to sleep tonight. Pillows on them, too. It's kind of nice. All right, let's go ahead and sleep. Yeah, comfortable, and we got a nice pillow. Good sleep. Oh, heard something break. Let's see if we're going to die when we wake up. Kind of curious. So I was thinking that on the next character, what I'd like to do is wake up and immediately start heading to the woods and see if I can survive 100% like living in the woods. Like never going to a store, never getting any supplies, you know, like trying to see if that can work. All right, so we had food in the fridge. We had grape juice and processed cheese in the fridge. Correction. So we'll probably have to eat one of our cans real quick. All right, let's fill canteen. So I did find a key, which is nice. But I mean, to be frank, it's not that worthwhile to find a key because we still have to find the car and all this other stuff. So we're probably just going to need to get our own truck. Oh, seriously, dude? All right, well, they're inside. They're definitely inside the firehouse. It's midnight, too. Oh, no. That might have been it. That might have been it. I heard a chomp. Couldn't swing in time. I'm taking him out, though. Was that it? Oh, no, it's just a laceration. We can survive this. All right, we'll disinfect it and then put our sterilized bandage on it. Even though we already had it disinfected, I don't care. The fact that that was not a bite, I'm taking that as like the ultimate, just like, okay, I'm not supposed to die. This wizard hat is amazing. All right, let's go. Nice jumpsuit, dude. I only have one headlight right now, it looks like. All right, so we found a firehouse that has 5 axes in it. Looks like the town keeps going up this way, maybe? So let's head that way. That might be the car that we found the key for, which would be kind of cool. Saunders Middle School. It's a nice trailer back there. I don't know if you guys could see that. It was kind of like tucked away a little bit. It's a pretty nice trailer. All right, this is interesting. It looks like we're not leaving town. Found a church. Definitely intrigued by this. That's for sure. All right, looks like a coffee shop. Police station. And this looks like just a bunch of commercial. There's a post office. Let's go check out the post office and see if we can get a key to that van right there. That van looks like it's in really, really, really good shape. And that might be a key right there. Why is my taskbar open? That's weird. Okay. Would love to replace my I'd love to replace my truck. It says paper napkins, who cares? Yeah, I see you over there. Back up to the van. I've recently learned that if you kind of like back them up to what you want a key of, there's a good chance that they might spawn on them. All right, well, we haven't actually like opened it up and checked. So let's open it up and see if there's one in it. No key in it. No. Wow, though. The parcels are kind of nice. Camera, tea kettle. Looks like a microwave in that one. Let's open up this mailbag. What is that? Oh, it's a box of wine. Oh, that's a cup. It's the cups. Didn't have anything good on them, but all right. Let's get in the post office and see what we can find. Oh, and I gotta hang on. Let me get TikTok back on the screen. Sorry, TikTok. Sorry about that. Okay. Still can't believe that was only a laceration. That trips me out. Like whenever I get lacerated like that instead of bitten, but you hear the bite sound effect, it always trips me out. All right, let's find some lights. I don't actually see a light switch anywhere. If I turn on like the bathroom lights here, it'll bleed into the hall though, and we'll be able to spare our flashlight. There's one. That's the one that we're looking for too. This one right here. All right, so these are the PO boxes. We won't be able to do any of that. What's up, bro? How you doing? So I'm looking for the key. That's the main thing that we're in here looking for is the key for that van that's outside. I kind of doubt that I'm going to find it. Oh, no, I didn't mean to hit the F key. It would also be kind of cool to find a map of this area too, I guess. What's in this parcel? A TV? Silly. Excuse me. Sorry about that. It took me forever to get into the habit of using the mute button properly like that. I'd always forget that I had it. I don't anymore, though. All right, let's see if I haven't been able to find like a mailroom or like storage thing or whatever. So like, all right, this has been kind of pointless. This has not been a good post office. Kind of sucked, to be fair. Man, I really wanted to steal this this mail truck. Especially because I'm running out of things to steal. All right, looks like there's a hospital across from us. Just for fun. Oh, you know what? I just saw the time and it's 3:30 and this is when I need to be calling my stream because I got stuff that I got to do. And so let me just kill these 2 zombies here. But this is the time that I like to tell everybody that if you're a fan of base building games, survival horror games, you want to watch me make a fool out of myself trying to survive the zombie apocalypse in a wizard hat, doing a survivalist playthrough, that type of thing. If that's what you're into, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, all that fun stuff. Really appreciate all your guys' support and everything like that. But either way, guys, I gotta run. I got stuff that I gotta do. So you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you again next time. Bye. Appreciate that, Frito. Thank you very much. You have a good one.